A 50-year-old black Texas man by the name of Elliot Reed was out on his daily morning bike ride in his Seabrook, Texas neighborhood when a 25-year-old by the name of Collin Joseph Fries pulled his vehicle up alongside him at a stop sign and began harassing him. Collin is a 25-year-old white male. He was harassing him and said, "You need to get out of this neighborhood because you're making a lot of people nervous." This is what he told Reed. According to the police report, the assault happened near the 100 block of Hampton Springs Drive and Lakeside Drive, where both Reed and Fries live near to. In an interview with ABC, Reed said he crossed the road to try to distance himself from Fries, but Fries followed him and continued harassing him. "You don't live here, and if I catch you, I'm going to do something to you," Fries threatened Reed. Fries got out of his car, and that's when Reed said the man started calling him the N-word several times, over and over. Reed tried telling Fries that he did indeed live in the Seabrook neighborhood. At one point, he even flagged down a nearby neighbor to verify it. Reed was also recording the altercation with his cell phone. Fries then chased Reed across the road and onto the sidewalk and started attacking him. It is confirmed by 2 eyewitnesses in the police report. According to the ABC News, Fries began punching Reed until he was unconscious, then continued to beat him. Reed physically suffered a fractured cheekbone, cuts to his face, numerous stitches, and a broken tooth, and also a blood vessel burst in his eye. Fries was arrested nearby soon after. According to the court documents obtained by the bicyclist, he's currently being charged with misdemeanor assault, bodily injury, and potentially faces up to a year in county jail and up to $4,000 fine. I'm gonna keep it a buck, and this is with no racial prejudice or nothing. That's why it's never been good to move amongst other nationalities. It doesn't matter how your nationality is acting out and stuff, it's still best for you to be around your own kind. I agree with that totally. If I'm around my own kind, I'm at least have a friend that I can call. Because think in his case, he even flagged down 2 neighbors and said, "Hey, tell him I'm a resident in this area." And they still sat back and watched him get his ass whooped. If I'm around my own kind, that's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to have a friend that knows me in that area and going to be like, "Oh, that's my boy. Oh, somebody trying to do him dirty." And they going to come through and say, "Hey, no, that ain't going to go down." So they going to lend a helping hand and the table's going to be turned. But when you live in these secluded areas and you're the only black person there, or you're the only white person there, or the only person there of that nationality, you're exposed to being victimized. And that's just point blank. You're exposed to being harassed. Your children are exposed to being harassed. And you definitely shouldn't put your children through no shit like that. You definitely shouldn't put them in those kind of predicaments. You shouldn't put your family in that kind of a predicament where you're around a bunch of other nationalities that could possibly violate them, harass them, bully the children, break in your car, bust your windows right on your house and stuff like that. No, it's never been good. That's the only fault I say for him. But at the same token, a person should be able to live and move where they choose. This is the United States of America. It's supposed to be the land of the free, so I should be free to roam and live where I choose. Yeah, it sounds good on paper, but it's not true when we get down to the nuts and bolts. It's nobody on this United States soil. You can just move where you want to move. Yeah, you can do it, but that don't mean that you won't get violated. You know, so we have to be smart out here. And the smart thing to do is live amongst your own kind. Or at least, if you're going to do that, live amongst in a mixed neighborhood. If I don't want to live amongst my own kind, the only other way I would do it, I would live in a mixed neighborhood where it's some black people, with some whites, and it's a bunch of different nationalities. That's the only way I would do it. I wouldn't move in nobody's neighborhood. As much as we don't want to admit it, normal people are just like gangs too. Old people are like gangs, young people are like gangs, people are like gangs. If it's a group of all white people, they're like a gang. A group of all black people, they're just like a gang. They don't have to be gang affiliated, right? But they still move with some of the similarities of a gang because they're all one group, all one nationality. So we have to be smart out here. Don't get ourselves in predicaments that could get us violated. And with that, I'm going to say this is the new Zenu, north to east, west, south. Unite from every alley in Cali, intersection and back street. Subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up on your way out the door.
I'm not who you think I am. Your perception is a lesson with a fail grade on it. Steady living life like I would never see the morning. True shit, man, I'm more than pain, I'm more than stain on sidewalk, I'm more than black skin on my face, destined to be great. Gotta elevate mind, elevation is the game that I gotta play. Gotta win, gotta find escape to a better day.